Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Mets versus Tigers Major League Baseball matchup on Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one concierge-style service. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, just text that number. But let's get to it. Mets taking on the Tigers. We've got Jose Quintana making his second start of the season up against Tarik Skubal making his second start of the season. It's lefty on lefty here in Queens, and the Mets just not off to a great start to the season. I'm not sure what the expectations were of this team. There's a few guys in this lineup that I think a lot of other teams would like to have if the Mets are going to tank out the season. Alonso and Lindor, I think, are two of the better hitters in all of baseball, especially for the roles that they play. Alonso with the power, and Lindor kind of can do everything, and he also does it in the field as well. But those guys also make a ton of money. Meanwhile, the Tigers, up and comers, and are so far delivering on that billing that they had coming into the season as the favorites in the American League Central. And Skubal, is one of these guys that just seems that traditionally throughout his career, when he's on, and when he's off, when he makes mistakes, he always pays the biggest price with balls flying out of the ballpark. And the thing is that he never really is one of these guys that he just makes one mistake in the game and the ball goes flying out. He's like a 3 home run a game guy when he's off. So you always have to be on your guard with Skubal, and certainly a guy that you can cash in these in-game bets. We saw Quintana earlier this season against the Brewers. He went 4.2 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, including a home run in that game. He took the loss despite allowing just the 2 runs, but that just is about what the Mets have looked like, in the early going. Like I said, one of the worst starts out there of any team. There's a few teams with bad starts out there, and the Mets are certainly one of them. Meanwhile, the Tigers, Tarik Skubal drew the White Sox in his opener. He allowed just 3 hits and no runs over that span. He was pretty much on fire. It was the good Skubal. Last year Skubal had a 2.80 ERA going 7-3. So we know he has this kind of stuff. But if you look, earlier in his career, that's when he would seem to miss his spots. 5.63 and 4.34 ERA. So it's almost like the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's kind of like it's hanging out there, but we just haven't seen it yet this season. When we look at how the Mets and Tigers have really fared over the course of the season, the Mets are just batting 188, while the Tigers only batting 211, but that 1.89 team ERA is really getting it done. In the bullpen with a .53 ERA. The Mets bullpen has been decent, 2.08. It's been the starters that have let them down, and really not that bad, 4.12. They've been competitive. The thing is, I think that they might be competitive in this one as well. I think that Pete Alonso gets a hold of one against Skubal too. I'd take a home run prop on him, but I'm going to take the Mets, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplays.com. 100% free, and it'll help you put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.